What's going on, everyone? A lot of people have asked me about how I marinate steak, how I prep it. So these are flank steaks that I got at Earth Fare. This is 2 flank steaks. That tends to be my favorite cut. A little disappointed in Earth Fare because usually these steaks are pretty lean. This is grass-fed flank. I had to trim over a pound of shit off of there that I don't want to eat. I think I'm going to take this back to Earth Fare and sell it back to them because I didn't pay $7 a pound for fat. Anyway, so I start with a dry rub. Basically, I got this is 6 chili powder, but probably any type of chili powder would do. So we'll get some of that on there, and then cumin. It's pronounced cumin, not cumin. You got some black pepper, and you definitely need an oversized grinder. A small grinder will not do. Bigger is always better. Okay.
Facts.
Got some salt and some garlic powder. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to both sides of each of these steaks. Also, what I like to do, and I already did this, but I typically take a fork and stab it because then the wet ingredients that I'm going to add, they soak into the meat. So, put a layer of seasoning on each side.
Spank it.
All right, so basically those are your dry ingredients, and then make sure you get good layer on each side of both. And then the 2 wet ingredients I add are Frank's Red Hot, because you put that shit on everything, and Worcestershire. We got the shitty Kroger brand. Usually I use what the hell's the name of that brand?
Lee and Perrins.
Yeah, Lee and Perrins, because it's got the anchovies in it, which give good flavor. So
Torby's upset about the delay in her breakfast.
yeah. Torby's breakfast is getting delayed due to the preparation of meat.
That she's not going to get.
So get that nice and rubbed in, and then I like to let this sit. I actually meant to do this overnight and forgot, so this is going to get cooked later, but that way it sits in the fridge in this marinade for several hours. But if you can do it a day before and let it sit, it really soaks in, especially when you stab the meat a little bit. But this is generally if you get some grass-fed flank, and you cut any of the stuff off, it's a pretty lean cut. It's still pretty tender. You just sear it on both sides. And with this marinade, it has a ton of flavor without adding any crap. I mean, some people think they need to cook their steak in butter or whatever. It's just completely unnecessary. So I'm just gonna put all these juices in. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. I doubt it. Because I generally make a mess when it comes to food. All right, here we go. Ready? Yeah, buddy. All right.
Down.
Not bad. So there you go. Let that sit in the fridge for at least several hours, preferably overnight. And that is my steak marinade recipe. Have fun. All right, so this is what the steaks look. They've been marinating for a while. I'm about to throw those in the grill. My outdoor grill is kaput, so I haven't replaced it yet, so I'll have to cook these on a cast iron skillet here. have this handy dandy grill that gives grill marks.
Still works, but
So I'm gonna cook these two, and I'll save these two for tomorrow. So normally what I do is not focus on the dog while I'm cooking steak. These are relatively thin for flanks, and so I can just sear these for a few minutes on each side and they'll be good. Let them sit and cut them up. If I get really thick ones, when I'm cooking them inside like this, I'll sear them on both sides, and then I'll get a pan with aluminum foil, put them on there, and then I pour some of that marinade juice on it and let it bake in convection for a few minutes depending on the thickness of the steak. I think finishing in the oven can help retain some moisture, doesn't dry them out. I'll probably end up getting one of those countertop electric smokeless grills that you can take all the things apart and put in the dishwasher, because this thing's a freaking pain in the ass to clean. So anyway, I'm going to sear both sides and then I'll show you the finished product here in a minute. Alright, so they've been on one side for a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip these guys and get in. Nice, some nice grill marks there. So cook on that side for a few minutes and then we're good. Alright, so finished product. Here's the flank steaks cooked. Let them sit for a couple minutes, so I'm going to slice them up now. Cut with the grain. Yeah, Kreider thinks this is for him. He's wrong.
Sorry, bud. Any more commentary?
So, you can see, perfectly cooked, just a little bit red in the middle. Nice sear on the outside. Still very tender. Oh yeah, that's money right there. There you go. Get some red potatoes to go with it. This is just sliced up, washed and put some salt, pepper, garlic powder on them. That's it. Baked them for like, I don't know, almost an hour. There you go.